What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ford Era. Gold Dust is fixed. So Gold Dust is my 1970 F250 crew cab. It's sitting on a 96 Ram 2500 chassis. It's got a 12 valve with a Allison 1000, and it's been broken for a while because of the starter. And last night, my buddy Simi came over and we fixed her. So right now, fingers crossed. Boom. Started right up. So I'm gonna let her idle for a little bit, and I already rolled the windows down before I started making the video. But I am so excited because Gold Dust is back, and I am really just about to get back to work. So we're gonna go to the shop right now. Alright guys, so I just made it over to my shop, and now I want to show you an update on the Thunder, because this thing has gone real far. So it is in 2K primer, so the entire thing has been body worked front to back. You can see every one of these holes gone, fender holes gone, on the side everything's been smoothed. On the back you can see it's all gone. And then up top, we fixed, there was rust over here. All of that's been fixed. All the holes for the roof rack are shaved. So yeah, this thing is looking really good. So I think this is the first layer of 2K. This is still going to get fully sanded. Then another 2K. Then that's gonna get block sanded, and then I'm probably gonna be shipping it off to Texas. I'm gonna get the motor swap done in primer. Then when it comes back, we're gonna paint the whole thing. That way I don't have to worry about the new paint getting scratched or any of that. But right now I want to load up the new wheels and tires right over here. So let's get these Mickeys loaded up. Alright, we got the wheels and tires in the bed, and now we're off to go get those mounted. Alright, so now we're off to go get the wheels and tires mounted up. First errand of the day. Up to Eli's Tires. We're gonna get the Mickeys all put together. So we got 17 by 9s, 305 65 17s. And guys, so now that we got them out of the truck, this is what we got. Baja Legend EXPs with the white letters, and then we got the whole slots. And look how cool they look, all mounted together. That is awesome. So he's getting the rest of them all up, and then we're gonna go back to the shop. All right, we got them all mounted, balanced, loaded. Now let's get back over to the shop. unloaded. Those look so good. Let me get the tools. Let me get my jack. Let's get these swapped out. All right, so now I'm gonna jack up the truck, take off the old wheels. It's pretty straightforward. All right, so you guys saw it before I did. Let's look at the other side together. 1, 2, 3. Whoo! That looks awesome. So a little bit bigger. Here, let me put one of the wheels next to it. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So, went with a little bit of a bigger wheel, went with a smaller lip, similar offset, but it did bring the wheels in a lot more. And this is my temporary set, so the truck is getting lifted, it's getting 35s, but for now, I wanted a matching set of wheels and tires. That way I could drive it and not worry about breaking the transmission, because that's what happens if you drive with mismatched tires. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit and I'll pick you guys back. I thought I was recording this whole time. I had the thing set up on a time lapse, but I never pressed record. Anyway, I got the tank fully installed. So we went with a Boyd welding tank, and we're using a stock fuel pump for a GT500, so they already have the provisions for that. It'll just bolt right in. Got it mounted up with ARP hardware. So one more thing checked off the list. And then now I'm probably gonna start swapping out bolts on this engine for ARP bolts. So I need to just start somewhere, because the only way I'm gonna get there is by starting. So you gotta be comfortable when you're working. And today is the next day in the video. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be taking the engine off of the wood. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unbolt these bolts. So they're 14mm. I already checked it. Got this ready. And this guy's going right over here. So guys, so basically what I did was I brought the engine over here, and I'm going to lift it up with my lift, because that way I could slide this out and I can get the engine that's around it. So slowly section it up. So picked up this engine stand, which I'm gonna build now. Also got my helper. Yoey, what are we gonna do now?
Building.
We're building what? We're building this. So as you guys saw, I got the engine over there, and I want to get it on the stand so I could spin it around and everything. So I am gonna quickly build this. All right, well, I got that thing built. And then I walked over here with this, and I don't have the bolts long enough, so I'm gonna have to get those tomorrow. So now, Yoey, where do you want to go?
To the ice cream store.
You want to go to the ice cream store?
Yeah.
Okay, so he said he wants to go get ice cream, so I will pick you guys back up tomorrow.
The next morning.
All right, guys, so I'm back, and right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this off, and yeah. All right, so it's all mounted up. Went top two here, and then the bottom over there. Everything is all tight, so gonna lower it down. While the chain still holds it, I'm gonna make sure that I like the way that this feels. Nope. This has play. What? Okay. That's a lot of play for me. Let me go find a bigger, dang it, this is, okay, that's got a little bit of space. All right, I'm gonna go find something that gives this less play before I set it down. So, found a good bolt. It still gives it a little bit of play, but makes me feel better about it. So now, I'm gonna get this thing moved and start with the bolt swapping. All right, so I got it over here. It looks good. I set back up the floor stuff around it. Now I can spin the motor over because I need to replace all the bolts. Like these, this, that. Every single bolt that we could see. Literally, let me give you guys a full walk around just so that way you see it before and after. So all those bolts get replaced with all these bolts. That's why they're all here. So we got bolts for everything. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it in a different video, so that way it's just a video dedicated to, you know, basically disassembling and redoing that whole thing. So on that note, this video is over. If you guys can show me some support, you wanna get some cool shirts, oh, almost fell, some cool hats, some stickers, head over to FordEra.com, use code THANKYOU10, save 10%. It'll really help me out. And that's pretty much it. Video's over. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ford Era. We're here in the front of the house. I got Simmy's mobile auto service over here. And we got a broken Goldust that hopefully by the end of this video is driving. What up, Sim?
What's up, guys?
Should we show them your shop?
Well, I'm not seeing, but this is what it is.
I mean, this is what you do to make money every day, though.
Gets the job done.
So, like, primarily, what kind of work are you doing out of this van?
This is auto service. Oil change, brakes, batteries, and I do body work.
You do body work out of this?
No, but I have a guy, and I'll come look at your shit for free.
There you go. So, today, we're replacing this XDP HD gear reduction starter.
1 year warranty.
Yeah, and I was out of warranty, so I had to buy a new one.
How long were you out of warranty for?
I don't know.
How long
I mean,
did you get the transmission?
We put the transmission in January
Of?
2022, I think.
Alright.
Or 3.
So it made it through the warranty period.
Yeah, it made it through the warranty period. Yeah, and broke right after. But we're getting it switched out. So, Simmy's gonna grab his tools. We're gonna have some fun. Here is whatever this came in. So yeah, the starter is, hold on. It's right over there. So, that thing right there, it's covered in oil, but it's really easy to get to. So, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get dirty because everything is covered in oil. You can see the CA conversion's Allison, bright in yellow. And here's the whole bottom of Goldust. You can see the 6-inch titanium exhaust. Brand new transfer case. Look at that. Still got the warranty sticker on it. So that should last for a while. So yeah. Yep. You can see a little bit of light. So I got some rust to fix, but Not on the bottom of the floors. So yeah. So what you doing, Sam?
Disconnect the battery.
Why you do that?
Because I had this argument with some idiot that used to live in Toyota many years ago. And he said, like, oh, you don't have to disconnect it because, you know, I ain't got no ground in us. And I said, dude, disconnect the freaking
Was he Jamaican?
batteries. Trinidad.
Okay.
You know, they could be either really smart or they think they're really smart. Either one. He's in between.
Gotcha.
Dangerous.
So how did the conversation go again?
No. This wasn't a conversation. This is me. They're at Toyota. They're working on a 350 and a C10, and I'm telling them, trust me, I know more about this starter and this truck than you, because I used to be a Chevy guy, die hard. So I knew they're gonna pull out the starter, they're gonna go get a crappy starter, and they're gonna have to shim it, and then they'll call me, which is what happened. But before that happened, he didn't disconnect the battery, and he popped the transmission line with the power. He just arced it and blew the transmission line open. So at the end of the day, he felt like an idiot because they didn't listen to me. How long did it take? I just did both sides in one. 13 seconds?
Yeah, but let's get back to that accent for a second, though.
Oh, the Trinidad? No, because no ground, not making contact, no problem. People disconnect the ground. I think disconnect the power. It's personal. You know, that's how I do it. It's always worked for me.
So a lot of people would lay down a piece of cardboard or something like that, but you pull up with a full-blown,
Eco-friendly,
nice piece of leather.
Yeah. You know how we do it.
Nice.
Hundreds of uses.
Yeah.
You know, cardboard you gotta throw it out.
Why wouldn't you want to go on from the back side? I feel like it's easier to get to.
Yeah, probably.
Well, there's a lot of grunting and complaining, but Simi got the old one out. Looks like the new one's about to go in. How was?
Pretty annoying.
Yeah? Could you see anything?
No. Just being flexible. What's up?
So supposedly done.
It was in.
Now we gotta
It is tight.
put some batteries that actually have power in it, huh?
You don't have those, do you?
No.
You have one jump box.
I have
2 dead batteries.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, the jump box is connected. Steps are working. Come on, gold dust. Nothing. Alright guys, so now we're at Walmart and we're gonna hunt a battery. And I got myself a scooter. So I just swapped out these batteries for some Walmart specials. So Sim, what do you think?
Never needed to change the starter.
Well, we already changed the starter, so fingers crossed.
Diagnosed it.
Fingers crossed. Steps, lights, that's good. Dashboard. What's up with that?
What? I don't know what you did.
No. Well, we got her started. We just have to keep bumping it, so I'm not really sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take it for a ride and at least enjoy the fact that she's on. Haven't driven it in a few months. So, yeah. All right. Haven't driven her in a little while. All you gotta do is pump up your brakes. Yep, brakes work. Boom. Them dappers go.